मुझको हिंदी में बोलना नहीं आता है, मैं अंग्रेजी में ही बोलूँगा, लेकिन कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है क्योंकि भाषा ये शरीर का अंग है, भाषा आत्मा का अंग नहीं है। तो मैं आपसे एक दीक्षा लूँगा, दया कर रही और श्रद्धा और ध्यान से सिर्फ सुनना है। भाषा अंग्रेजी होगा हिंदी होगा कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, सिर्फ ध्यान और श्रद्धा से सुनना है। First of all, that is the longest I have ever spoken in Hindi, so hopefully I said the right thing. I wish all of you a very, very, very happy Ramachandra Vijay or Vijayadasami or the Dasara. It's the most auspicious festival of Lord Ramachandra destroying Ravana, taking Ravana to pieces, and not just the 10-headed Ravana who headed Lanka, but also the Ravana in our heart. The day where we truly celebrate Vijay Utsav, Rama Vijay Utsav or Vijayadasami is when we let Lord Ramachandra destroy the Ravana within our heart. So today is not just, or yesterday I think, was not just Vijayadasami, it was also the appearance day of Madhvacharya. So our parampara coming down to Srila Prabhupada is called Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So it is named after Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya is a very seminal acharya in our parampara line. One of my god sisters, today she told me it's the GPS system, Guru Parampara system. So this GPS system is not connected if we do not include a wonderful Brahmana. This Brahmana, he took a vow. You know, we all know that Lord Ramachandra is Satya Vrita. Whatever vow he takes, he fulfills. And his devotee, this Brahmana, was also Satya Vrita. And he took a vow. What vow did he take? He took a vow that every day, only after taking direct darshan of Lord Ramachandra, he will eat anything or he will drink anything. And it is described by our acharyas. When this Brahmana, when he finally got darshan of Lord Ramachandra on that day, he would drink with his eyes. He would drink the form of the Lord, the Tribhanga form of the Lord. We have heard so many times that Shama Sundara, Lord Sri Krishna is Tribhanga because his form is bent in three places. Similarly, Lord Ramachandra's form is also Tribhanga. If you look at his deities, it is bent in three places. So only after he drank that form with his eyes, this Brahmana would drink the water. But Lord Ramachandra was a big king. He ruled over, from the seat of Ayodhya, he practically ruled over the entire earth at that time. So he had other duties. So one time, because of his duties, his kingly duties, he went to a different place for 7 days. Prabhus and Matajis, today prasadam is getting slightly delayed. And I can hear some growling of the stomachs and so on. Just imagine if I spoke for 2 hours instead of 30 minutes, how you would feel towards me. But 7 days, what if I spoke for 7 days and we didn't have prasadam for 7 days? This Prabhu, this Brahmana, waited for 7 days to have darshan of the Lord, and did not eat or drink anything, Prabhu Mataji. Did not eat or drink anything. And when finally he saw the Lord, he was so much in ecstasy. He was crying and dancing. And the Lord was so pleased with him that Lord Ramachandra immediately called Lakshmana and he said, our deities, our Lord Ramachandra deities that you worship Lakshmana, that I have also worshipped in the past, that Dasaratha Maharaj has also worshipped in the past, give it to this Brahmana. He is the perfect recipient of these deities. And he told the Brahmana, henceforth don't wait for me, you just worship this Moola Rama deities. So then the Brahmana was in ecstasy. He would worship those deities so nicely every day. He would worship those deities so nicely every day. And at the end of his life, who did he pass the deities to? He passed it to Hanumanji. And Hanumanji, do we need to speak about his devotion? He is the embodiment of devotion is Lord Hanumanji. Lord Hanumanji would worship these Moola Rama deities. He would tie a cloth around his neck. He would put the deities in them and he would dance. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram. He would dance and he would dance and he would dance. And in the Mahabharata, it is mentioned that when Hanumanji met with Bhimasena, the second of the Pandavas, he gave this deities to Bhimasena because he was very pleased with Bhimasena. He gave it to him. And Bhima, being an ardent devotee of Krishna and Rama, he worshipped this Moola Rama deities. And later on, it was passed on after the Pandavas. It was inherited as a heirloom by the kings of Orissa. And 3 months before his disappearance, Madhvacharya received this deities. And Madhvacharya worshipped, it is described in his biography. Madhvacharya worshipped these deities with so much devotion. He would practically be rolling on the floor and crying when he was performing Aarti. That is how we are supposed to perform Aarti. Not like looking at the phone on one hand and leaf on the other hand. So then Madhvacharya worshipped these deities, Moola Rama deities. Today, you want to see these deities, you can go to Mantralaya. In Raghavendra Math at Mantralaya, the Moola Rama deities are mentioned. These deities are ancient, Prabhus and Mataji. The one that was worshipped by Ramachandra, the one that was worshipped by Madhvacharya, was originally commissioned by Brahmaji, the first living being. Brahmaji commissioned it and Vishwakarma carved these deities. These are beautiful deities. I wish I had a screen to show you a photo of these deities, but they are beautiful deities. And after Brahmaji, it was worshipped by Lord Shiva and Parvati. And after Lord Shiva and Parvati, it was worshipped by Vivaswan, the sun god, and then Vaivaswata Manu, his sun god's son. And then it was worshipped by the line of the kings, which is Ikshvaku's dynasty. And that is how Lord Ramachandra received it. So on this very auspicious day, where Madhvacharya's appearance is there, the Madhvacharya who is the first preceptor of our Sampradaya, the Madhvacharya who worshipped the deities, after which Lord Ramachandra himself was named by Dasaratha Maharaj. Dasaratha Maharaj loved these Moola Rama deities so much, he named his son after the deities. That's how Lord Ramachandra got his name. And the deities then were called, because there was now one more Ramachandra, they were called Moola Rama, as in the original Ramachandra. So that's a story about Madhvacharya and how he is connected to Lord Ramachandra directly through this deity worship process. Today is a very auspicious day, and we have a very special opportunity. In the Valmiki Ramayana, in the Yuddha Kanda, before the war begins, in the 18th chapter, Lord Ramachandra is speaking, okay? And he is saying, Sakrit eva prapanyaya. Sakrit means once, even once. Prapanyaya means surrender. Even once, if you surrender, in what way? Tava asmi iti cha yachate. Tava asmi. Tava means I. Asmi, I surrender unto you. If you once surrender unto him, even once surrender unto him, saying, O Lord Ramachandra, I am yours, with intention and genuinely, what happens? This is a promise that Ramachandra makes. Ramachandra is Satya Bhrita. If he makes a promise, he will never break it, Prabhu and Mataji. So So he says, Abhayam Sarva Bhutebhyo. Whichever living entity once with sincerity he surrenders to me and says, I am yours, he will never have fear. Who wants to never have fear here? Is there anyone here who wants to have fear? Everyone wants to be fearless, right? If you want to be truly fearless, close your eyes. Please close your eyes now. Take a deep breath in with the form of Lord Ramachandra in your heart. Say out aloud along with me, Thava Asmi, Thava Asmi, Thava Asmi. That's all done, Prabhus and Mataji. As my service to all of you, you are all now fearless. They can release tigers and lions in here, you will still be unafraid. Dadami Etat Vritham Mama. This is a vow he is taking. It is my vow that you will become fearless if you surrender once unto me. That is the speciality of Lord Ramachandra, is even once you surrender unto him, you will become fearless. But this Ramachandra, who defeated Ravana on this day and who was victorious, is he only victorious on this day, or is he always victorious? Obviously, Lord Ramachandra by definition is always victorious. But today he defeated Ravana and he is victorious. Why is he victorious always? So that is also given earlier in the Ramayana, in the Ayodhya Kanda, in the 12th chapter. There is a beautiful verse, very simple verse, and that will be the crux of what I say today. I don't have much time. 4 reasons why Lord Ramachandra is victorious always, Prabhus and Mataji. Satyena Lokan Jayati, Deenan Danena Raghava, Gurun Susrishya Viro, Dhanusha Yuddhi Satravan. Very simple. 4 reasons why he is always victorious. Satyena Lokan Jayati. Because of his truthfulness, Jayati, he is victorious. How is he victorious? Lokan. Loka means this word. Lokan means all the words. In all the multiverses, in this universe and the next universe and the next universe, every praja, every jiva, he is victorious with. Why? Because he is Satyena, he is truthful. So that is the first reason why he is victorious. Second, he is victorious specifically with the poor, Prabhus and Matajis. Deena means poor. Deena, Dhanena, Raghava. Raghava means he is the scion of the Raghu dynasty. Dhanena, you know what is Dhanena, right? Charity. Because he gives in charity to the poor, he is victorious. Gurun Susrushya Viro. Guru means spiritual master. Guru means the plural of spiritual master. All the Diksha and the Siksha and the Vartama Pradarshana Gurus and so on. He wins over how? By Susrushya. This is a lesson for us, Prabhus and Mataji. Tadvidhi Pradipavena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadeshyamdike Jnana Jnanina Tattva Darshana. How do we attract the spiritual master? First of all, how does the spiritual master attract us? By his understanding and realization of the absolute truth. There is a beautiful verse in the discussion between the Nava Yogendras and Nimi Maharaj, where Karvashana Muni, he says, Tasmat Guru Prapadyeta Jignyasa Shreya Uttama Shabde Parena Nishnatam Brahmani Upashram Ashraya. The spiritual master has to be Shabde Parena Nishnatam. Nishnatam means without a doubt. What should he know without a doubt? Shabda and Para. Para is Para Brahman. It is Krishna, it is Lord Ramachandra. He should know the conclusion of the Vedic literatures, which is Shabda. So he should know Shabda and Para. Shabde Parena Nishnatam Brahmani Upashram Ashraya. He has to be always observed in the absolute truth. That is how a spiritual master attracts a disciple. How does a disciple attract a spiritual master? Very simple. Shushrusaya, by service. Prabhus and Matajis, if you want to be attracted to your spiritual master, don't try to give him money. Don't try to do some extraordinary thing. Serve him. And in today's class, we will see what that service means by the example of Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra was always victorious with the spiritual masters because he served them. And that definition of service is what we should follow. The fourth reason why he is victorious is the most obvious but wonderful reason also. Dhanusha Yukti Sampravan. Dhanusha is his bow. By his bow stands for Dharma. So he destroys adharma with his Dhanusha, and thus he is victorious. So this is the first meaning. The first meaning of these verses is compared by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur to lighting a lamp to dissipate darkness. But the deeper meaning, we are Rasagrahis, just like Krishna is Rasagrahi, because we are followers of Krishna, we are also Rasagrahi. We want that nectar from that verse. That nectar that comes out of the verse, that is like bringing the sun to dissipate the darkness. So let us look in slightly more detail. Each of these four reasons, what they really mean. Satyena Lokan Jayati. First of all, Lord Ramachandra was very, very honest. If you read Valmiki Ramayana very carefully, in one or two places it might seem like he is not being honest, but I assure you, Prabhu and Mataji, every time he is honest. If you want, we can have a separate class on those occasions where it seems doubtful, but he was so undoubtedly honest. And this Satyan Lokan Jayati has 6 meanings according to our acharyas. The first meaning is Vritta Satyam Netram. He is one who never deviated from his vows. Who here has taken vows? 16 rounds of chanting, 4 regulated principles. Who here has taken vows? Please, a show of hands. So never deviating from the vows. That is the example we follow from Lord Ramachandra. Let me give you an example in his life how he never deviated from the vows. 14 years in forest, he took a vow, right? And practically his guru, Vishwamitra, who loved him, begged him, do not go. His father, Dasharatha Maharaj, said, I will go instead of you. I beg you, do not go. His mother, Kausalya, was crying tears of river. And you know, when our mothers cry, we all have a soft spot for our mother, we immediately agree. But even then, he did not overcome his vow. So many people, Jabali Rishi, he tried to convince him, do not go. But because he took a vow, he did not budge, Prabhu Mataji. He is Satyan Lokan Jayati because he is Vritta Satyam Netram. Second, Satyam Param Dhimahi. In the first verse of the Bhagavatam, which begins Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, it ends Satyam Param Dhimahi. Satyam Param Dhimahi means that Vasudeva, who is Bhagavan, is the absolute truth. In the same way, Lord Ramachandra is Satyam Param Dhimahi. He is the absolute truth. Our acharyas, specifically from the Sri Vaishnava line, there is one wonderful acharya in the line of Paramananda. He comments tongue in cheek about this. He says, Lord Ramachandra, throughout his avatar, tried to convince everyone he is human. He tried to hide his incarnation and tried to convince everyone he is human. Nobody believed him. Because he was such a Maryada Purushottam, everybody thought he was God. Lord Krishna, on the other hand, continuously tried to convince everyone that he is God, and nobody believed him also. The Vrajavasis, he would say, hey, I am the absolute truth. The effulgence of my body is Brahma Jyoti. The expansion of my expansion is Paramatma. Every Bhagavan feature arises from me. I am the original candle, and Madhumangal would sit there and eat laddu and laugh at it. So nobody believed him. Our acharyas say tongue in cheek. So Satyam Param Dhimahi. The third reason that Satyam Lokan Jayati is he is Trisatyam. He is the truth in this world, in the next world, in the Swargaloka. In the 3 worlds, he is the truth. Also, Trisatyam means he is the truth in past, present, and future. Fourth reason, Satyam cha yonim nihitam sa satye. He is the cause of all relative truths, Prabhu and Mataji. Without him, there is no truth in this world. Lord Ramachandra and Lord Sri Krishna are the basis of any truth. This is the purport of the first verse of the Chatusloki verse of the Bhagavatam. Satyasya Satyam. From him arises all truths, and
Satyatmakam. See, for us conditioned living entities, there is a level of penetration of the truth. It is at the surface. Whereas the Lord is Satyatmakam. He is embodied truth. So in this way, he is Satyam Lokam Jayati. The second reason why he is always victorious, we saw Dina Dhanena Raghava. Dana means charity. He gave his kingdom in charity. His kingdom was so opulent. The demigods wanted to leave Swargaloka and come and live in Ayodhya. They wanted to become king of Ayodhya. It was so opulent. But just like it says in the Bhagavad Gita, a Sthita Prajna is a person who considers even precious jewels like pebbles. Like that, he considered the kingdom as pebbles and he gave it up, Prabhu Samataji. He just gave it up. Why did he give it up? Because of the Dina condition of Kaikeyi. He considered Kaikeyi one of his mothers. And Kaikeyi was not only concerned because of the influence of mantra that she will not receive any money, she was also concerned all her prestige will be lost. All her dignity will be lost. And as a son, Lord Ramachandra could not take that. So, because he is Dina Dhanena Raghava, he gave the kingdom up. As if it does not matter at all, he just gave the kingdom up. In the same way, if we approach him in a Dina position, he will give himself to us. You want Lord Ramachandra in your heart, you approach him in a Dina position, not from the point of view that I am so and so big personality, but with humility. Just like he was the embodiment of humility. In that same way, we approach him with the Dina condition and he will give us himself. That is the nature of Lord Ramachandra. That's why he is Dina Dhanena Raghava. He also gave the dana of jiva, of life. Who did he give it to? The excellent example is Maricha. Maricha had every reason to be killed. He had attracted Sita away from Lord Ramachandra and given him to Ravana. But he didn't kill Maricha. He threw Maricha 800 miles into the ocean. But he did not kill Maricha. In the same way, Surpanaga would have been killed by Lord Ramachandra. No, only Lakshmana did not kill him. And there is an excellent example in the Valmiki Ramayana of the son of Indra who took birth as a crow. And this crow, because of enmity towards Rama, he pecked the chest of Sita Devi. Her breasts were bleeding from the Devi. And Lord Ramachandra was so angry, he took a blade of grass and converted that to a Brahmastra and threw it at the crow. But this crow somehow had some intelligence and fell at the feet of Sita Devi. And Sita said, leave him. And he did Dana, Jiva Dana, he let him go. So in this way, Lord Ramachandra is always victorious because he is Dina Dhanena Raghava. Third reason why he is victorious, the most important reason, the most important lesson we will learn today is Guru Shushrushya Viro. This Veera, this ultimate warrior was always in service of his Gurus. It is mentioned in the Balakanda that when he was learning archery, when he was a student of archery, when he had a small break, like in our work we have a coffee break or we have a lunch break or something, during that break, Lord Ramachandra would run fast. Where would he run? He would run to his elders. He would fall at their feet. He would sit below and hear from them what Katha. This is what service means, Prabhu and Mataji. And it is described beautifully in the Balakanda of the Ramayana. Sheela Vriddhai, Jnana Vriddhai, Viyo Vriddhai, Sajana. So there are three kinds of people we have to fall at their feet of respect. Vriddhai, respect. Sheela Vriddhai, the topmost of them, is one who is of elevated character. The second category is Jnana Vriddhai, one who has realization of the absolute truth from the scriptures, one who has Jnana, one who has knowledge. Third, Viyo Vriddhai, one who has age. Why is it mentioned in this order? Sometimes someone who is younger might have excellent character, but we fall at their feet. We sit at their, falling at their feet, yes, it literally means Dandavat Pranam, falling at their feet. But the purport is you sit at their feet and you hear from them. This is the essence. Kathayan Asvatai Nityam. Daily he would sit at the feet of his gurus and hear. So that is what it means, Prabhus and Matatis. Tadvidi Pradipatena Pariprasena Sevaya. Sevaya doesn't mean you make them some seva and you give them for breakfast. Sevaya means sitting at their feet and hearing Krishna Katha. Okay, final reason. Sorry for going over time. Dhanusha Yudhi Sadrama. The fourth reason why he is always victorious is he upholds dharma with his dhanusha. He upholds dharma with his bow. And he destroyed armies with his bow. Wherever Paritranaya Sadhana Vinashaya Chadushkritam Dharma Sarvasavanataya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. And he performed that function perfectly using his dhanusha or his bow. And a great example is he never sat on a chariot and fought. 14,000 demons in Dandakaranya. He killed in 72 minutes, Prabhu and Matatis. I calculated before I came here, more than in 1 second, more than 3 demons he killed. Not on a chariot, not on some vimana, just standing on the ground. And he was in dress. He was in Vanaprastha, and he killed 14,000 demons. That powerful is Lord Ramachandra's ability to establish dharma. So for these 4 reasons, Lord Ramachandra is always victorious. I will end with this. Sata Prasanga Namavirya Samrido. This is the 25th verse of the 25th chapter of the 3rd canto. This is the purport of why we do these events. Sata Prasanga Namavirya Samrido. We talk about how Sadhu Sangha is the thing that waters our Bhakti Lata beach. How do we grow in Bhakti? Sadhu Sangha. How do we do anything right in Bhakti? Sadhu Sangha. But Sadhu Sangha doesn't mean hanging out with the devotees. Sadhu Sangha means Sada Prasanga Namavirya Samhita, becoming attached to the devotees. So I have this request for you, Prabhu and Mataji. Today you are here. I can see about 1,000 devotees here. Whoever you like, whoever you have the same mindset with, whoever is your senior, whoever is your junior, get attached to them. Become attached to their qualities, appreciate their qualities, and that is the only way we all make spiritual progress. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai.
His Grace Paramananda Prabhu की प्रभु जी ने बहुत सुंदर तरीके से हमको बताया कि भगवान श्री राम ने कैसे जीत हासिल किया। तो बहुत ही सुंदर तरीके से बताया प्रभु जी ने कि कैसे उन्होंने सत्य बोलकर अपने जो उन्होंने वाव रखे थे, जो प्रतिज्ञा रखा था, उसको पालन किया और कैसे साधु संघ से हम लोग अपना जीवन को सुधार सकते हैं। तो हम लोग आज के अवसर पे परमानंद प्रभु को बहुत धन्यवाद बोलते हैं। वी थैंक्स हिज ग्रेस परमानंद प्रभु फॉर द वंडरफुल डिस्कोर्स। विल चैंट वन टाइम हरे कृष्णा मंत्र फॉर हिज and his family's spiritual advancement. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,